I'm Livia.
I'm Isla.
And I'm Vienna.
And in today's video, we are going to be kind of recreating the Starbucks Fox Cake Pops.
So we will be showing you guys how to decorate them.
Yeah, so we actually already made the cake base right here. And I will link this recipe down below. This is a recipe specifically for cake pops. So just kind of helps with the overall consistency of it. And I will link it down below.
This is actually a collab with Jenna.
She is like the best YouTuber ever.
We have gotten really close with her, and this is actually our second collab with her so far. And her video that she's doing is a Starbucks pumpkin loaf bread, I think.
Which sounds so
I don't
good.
know for sure, but that's what she's doing. So you guys should definitely go check out her channel and that video, which I will link in the description box. Alright, let's get started.
First step is to make the frosting that will hold together the cake itself.
Yeah, so basically with cake pops, it's a combination of crumbled up cake and then a little scoop of frosting to kind of make it stick together. So we're going to be showing you guys how to make that frosting super quick and easy.
So first we're going to add 1 stick of butter. And you're going to blend that. You're going to beat it until it's light and fluffy.
Then you're going to add in 1/2 cup of powdered sugar at a time until it tastes just right. And then we're also going to be adding in a little splash of vanilla extract. Mix it together.
Now we're just going to add a splash of milk.
So we added in about 3 cups of powdered sugar.
And now it's time to move on to shaping our cake pops. So it's important to not add too much frosting right away because you can always add some, but you can never take away, obviously. So we're just gonna start with 1 scoop. And then you can just take your beaters right like this and start blending. Right now the texture is kind of like wet sand and it's really easy to mold together. This right here is the perfect texture for cake pops.
Okay, so now you're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper.
So with our cake pop dough right here, we're going to go ahead and take a cookie scoop. You're going to basically take a cookie scoop size for each ball. So right like this, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of shape it into an even better ball. Once it looks kind of like this, we're going to try and kind of shape it and give it 2 points at the top right here to kind of form some ears. This is perfect right here. All of our little foxes that are ready to go in the freezer, but the first thing that we have to do before we put them in the freezer is to obviously put the cake pop sticks in. So what you're going to do is you're going to melt some white chocolate chips or some baking melts, whatever you're choosing to use, and then we're going to dip these in here before dipping them in the cake pops.
So we put the white chocolate in the microwave for 40 seconds. Now we're going to take our cake pop sticks and dip the ends in white chocolate, and then we're just going to
stick them in through the bottom. This just helps to make it harden so that the sticks can stay on.
now we're gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer just to let the dough kind of harden to make it easier to dip in the white chocolate. So we're gonna put these in for about 10 minutes and see if they're done. So next we are actually gonna dip the entire cake pop in chocolate finally. So we're gonna fill up something like tall and skinny, like a nice glass cup like this, just to make the most out of our space. And you're gonna go ahead and melt these in the microwave, stirring every 30 seconds until it's all melted. The next step, of course, is to add in some orange food coloring, 1 drop at a time until it gets to the right color. Since this is kind of more of like a peachy color, I'm gonna add in a tiny, tiny drop of brown. Just be really careful when you're doing this. And a little bit more orange, just to kind of darken it. This is actually not bad. I think we're ready to dip the cake pops in. So if you guys really care about how the back of your cake pop looks, you can stick it in some styrofoam or something, but we really don't care for this, so we're just gonna set it right back on our parchment paper. So this definitely takes some practice. We had several just straight up not work out and fall off the stick, which is totally normal, especially when you're working with, especially when you're not working with store-bought cake mix or candy melts. So since ours is just really homemade, it's a little bit easier to mess up. So definitely takes some practice to get the hang of it, but then once you do, it's pretty easy.
So now we're gonna put them in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes because these are the ones that worked out so far.
We're gonna try and work on the rest of them, but let's go ahead and put these in the freezer. The very last step of this tutorial is to obviously add the little fox faces. So you're gonna need a little bit of your white buttercream and a little bit of the buttercream. We dyed black here, and what we actually did is we tried to make this a little bit thinner by adding just about a tablespoon more of milk, just to make it easier to pipe out on top of the cake pops. So we have black here and we have white. Super cute. Let's try them in a minute. Wait for Zoe to take them down a picture.
Okay.
They look so cute and they were actually pretty easy to make.
This is very similar to the ones at Starbucks.
So good. Oh my goodness, you guys. I will link this cake recipe down below. It tastes so good.
10 out of 10.
So we hope that you guys enjoyed this little fall treat tutorial. Also, make sure that you check out Jenna's channel. I will link it down below. You will not regret subscribing. So thanks for watching. Bye.